to okaplays. I said that I was gonna upload more, and as soon as I said that, everything went to my computers ended up shutting down, and it was just not a great time. So today I'm here with Max, and I asked him to tell some stories from college because I don't have any other content anymore.
So I thought that I would share some of my college stories just because a lot of them are crack-headed. I mean, what can you do, you know? So, I thought that I would just vibe with Oka because, she just decided to hit me up and be like, hey, you remember the last 48 files that we made? They don't exist anymore. They're not on this plane of existence. So, yeah.
So I did not finish college. I actually ended up getting an offer halfway through college to do voice acting, and now I do this and make some pretty good money. I'm able to take care of my family. Max, what about you? You just turned 20. How is adulting? How is life?
Adult sucks. Adulting sucks. I hate life. But you know what? That's alright. Sometimes you just gotta not do. Bills aren't fun. Student debt isn't fun. But what is fun? Good question. So, I have about 3 stories that I can actually recall quite well from school, and they were really quite odd. So, I don't know. I'm not a great storyteller, so bear with me. The first one would probably be the really short and sweet one, which is, we had a live model. If you don't know what that is, I go to art school. I go to the best art school in this country. Cool. What's not cool is the live model that was very, very rude who came in, and it probably would have helped if I didn't say that she had Pennywise-looking arms about 3 inches away from her. That probably would have helped my cause quite tremendously, but I wasn't smart enough to really register more than the first 5 seconds of my life. So the live model really was kind of the ugliest thing I've ever seen, and I say that in the nicest way possible. Instead of Oka's picture over here, or behind Oka's picture, I'm going to put the censored version of what I drew. If you think it looks horrible, let me state now that I got bonus points for realism. In the most respectful way possible, I say that she looked like a rotting pear. She just looked like that. So the model, like, looks over my, I don't know what they're called. They're like big boards, like wood boards, and you tape your piece down to it, and I don't know. But she looked over at my thing and was like, how dare you? That's such an insult. That looks nothing like me. How could you? And as soon as she starts getting mad, my professor's like, because he smells conflict, and he comes running over, and he looks at my picture, and he's just really and genuinely confused, and he said, I don't see the issue here, because this is the most realistic looking one in the class. You did a supreme job on it. The noise that came out of her mouth was the equivalent of something that sounded much like, oh! The amount of disgust in her body to even make that noise. Oh, yeah. The second story does not end well, so I'm not gonna say the ending, but I'll say the first part. So my crackhead roommate. The next 2 are about weebs, and I know that there's gonna be some weebs here, and I'm not making fun of it. Weebs and otakus and people of that expertise. I'm just making fun of these 2 people specifically because I had bad run-ins with them. Don't be like these people. So my crackhead roommate, I'm moving into school. I'm just moving in, and I thought that I was gonna be the problem child because I was transgender. I thought that was going to be the issue of the night. I thought that was going to be what people would be upset with. And little did I know that this girl, we'll call her CK. CK was like from a different planet. So me and my roommates that I'm still friends with today, I love them very much. We moved in before, like a day or 2 before that she moved in. And I think we were out. We were like getting to know each other better, so we like went to downtown and just were hanging out. When we get back, she's there. And you think I have curly hair. She had this frizzy ball of on her head. I'm sorry, I can't curse on your channel. She had like a Grand Funk Railroad afro of this black hair. She was pasty white, like whiter than me, and I used like, when I used to wear makeup, I used like the lightest light foundation and stuff. I look like a dead person. She was like Jew on the Grudge, right? So she's sitting there like this, just staring at me when I walk in the room, and I was like, hi, I'm Charlie Max. I'm your new roommate. She didn't say a word to me for about a week. The second week, when I tell you that the first thing that I hear from her is, have you had the surgery? Ma'am, that is an invasive question and you did not even say hello to me. And I said, no, no, But as the weeks progressed, she asked me more and more very odd and strange questions. Some events happened that we won't talk about. I'll just say that this story ended with her getting arrested. T. The third story that I really have about college is Bird Girl. I'm gonna call her B. So B was a creature of her own being. Let's start this by saying that I at first thought she had something wrong with her. She didn't. Her stupid was by choice. And I can't comprehend that, first of all, because I'm kind of like, analytically I'm smart, in the other sense, I'm so stupid. I wish I wasn't, but she pretended to be dumb. So if I get one comment calling me a himbo again, y'all don't know the beginning of it. We're probably in the third month of school. My roommate had an 8 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. class, and I never really checked the door because we had a bunch of like equipment that we had to carry to and from class. And I hear a knock on the door and I'm like, oh, it's just my roommate coming back. And I answer the door, open it, and this large-scale girl, shorter than me but heavy-set, bursts into the room in half of a Vocaloid cosplay, speaking in fluent uwu, with a book and a... I don't know how else to say this. I'm gonna put a picture right here. So the picture to the left is the bird puppet named Brian. To the right is text that is a sample of how she actually spoke. She did not have a speech impediment. I heard her speak regularly. Many occasions, she chose to speak like her mama dropped her on her head when she was a baby. So she barges into my room. Keep in mind, I had just gotten out of the shower. I was getting ready to like do my hair for class. I'm like half soaking wet with a bathrobe on, brushing my teeth. And this girl barges into our room and is like, hello, my name B. This is my friend Brian. Would you like to be Brian's friend? And when I tell you, the secondhand embarrassment I had from that, nobody else witnessed it. But I was very embarrassed to even be alive in that moment, and it was just the worst experience of my life. But anyways, I would throw parties about every weekend, and she would somehow find a way to sneak into her parties, which was like weird. I used to call her Pinkie Pie because she was able to like just appear. We had an elevator, and we lived on the top floor of the complex, and it seemed like every time I was in the elevator, I'd get stuck in there with her. Anyway, she hit on me every day of her waking life, and she still does. Every time I post on Instagram, go follow me at Bluebee Boy. Insert promotion. Every time she sees me post, I guess she has notifications turned on. You can do that, right? I don't know. She's like, I still get butterflies like the first time I ever saw you. And I'm like, good for you. College is wild. And to the people who are young enough to go into college, or about to, don't be like those people, because you won't have friends. Do you have any stories from school? I know that you said you didn't like finish school, but do you have like stories from school at all?
I don't have many stories myself of school. I have more stories from my brother, and he didn't finish college either because he ended up getting arrested. We don't talk about that. So thank everybody for watching this video. Please go subscribe to Max. He's been the editor for this channel for years and years and years, and he's bouncing life on the top of his head. And I would like it if you supported him. He comes out with more videos than I do. And if you enjoy being in Max's presence, which I don't know why you wouldn't, please go subscribe to him to go see more of his silly little videos. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. Every share means a lot to me. You can also become a channel member, which we need to do more with. That's not the point. The point is that we love every single one of you and appreciate the support. Thanks again for watching. Bye bye.